Welcome to Echo's English podcast, where stories take you on unexpected journeys. Today's story is about a simple letter, one that was lost for decades but changed everything when it was finally found. Stay with us till the end, you won't want to miss this one. Let's begin. Emma never expected anything unusual that morning. But when she opened her mailbox, she found an old, yellowed envelope with no return address. It wasn't hers, but curiosity got the best of her.
To my dearest Eleanor. If you're reading this, I hope you haven't forgotten me.
Eleanor. The name sounded familiar. Emma turned to the internet, searching for any clue. A few minutes later, she found an obituary. Eleanor had passed away years ago. But the letter had never reached her.
Who wrote this? And why was it never delivered?
That letter? Must have been lost for decades. We used to have an Eleanor in this town, but if it's from him, well, that's a whole other story.
Who's him?
Emma found herself at the town's oldest cafe, asking the locals about Eleanor. A man named Mr. Collins finally spoke up.
She was in love with a man named William. But one day, he disappeared. No one ever knew why.
William, this letter was from him.
Determined to know more, Emma visited Eleanor's old house, now abandoned. Inside, she found a dusty diary hidden behind a bookshelf. The last entry was chilling.
He promised he would return, but they wouldn't let him.
Emma felt something was off. Who didn't want William to return? She flipped through the pages, and then, there it was. A name.
Mayor Thompson.
Emma's heart raced as she read the last few entries in Eleanor's diary. The name Mayor Thompson appeared more than once, each time with hints of a terrible secret.
William knew too much. The mayor wouldn't let him stay. If he ever returned, it would ruin everything.
What did he know? And why did the mayor want him gone?
Determined to find out, Emma headed to City Hall, where old town records were kept. If William was forced to leave, there had to be proof.
Records from back then. The Thompsons never liked people looking into their past. But I might have something.
Emma flipped through the documents, her breath catching as she found an article from decades ago.
Local man William Carter accused of theft. Disappears overnight. They framed him.
Emma tracked down the last living person who had known William, an elderly woman named Martha, who had worked at the mayor's estate.
They lied, dear. William never stole anything. He found out about the mayor's secret dealings, money laundering, illegal land sales. They couldn't let him expose them.
So they made him disappear?
Emma realized the truth was buried for too long. William was innocent, but he was silenced. The letter she found was his last attempt to reach Eleanor, to explain why he had to leave.
Eleanor, my love. I never left you by choice. If you never hear from me again, just know, I fought to return to you. But they wouldn't let me.
Emma knew what she had to do. The town deserved to know the truth. She published an article revealing the cover-up, the corruption, and the love story that was buried under lies. Emma knew what she had to do. The town deserved to know the truth. She published an article revealing the cover-up, the corruption, and the love story that was buried under lies.
I always knew something was off about that story.
William Carter deserves justice, even if it's decades late.
Soon, the town was buzzing. News stations picked up the story. People demanded answers from the mayor's family. The truth was finally out.
Newly discovered records prove that William Carter was framed decades ago. His story, hidden for years, has now come to light.
Emma stood by Eleanor's grave, the letter in her hands. She had done what Eleanor never got the chance to do, clear William's name.
He never stopped loving you. And now, the world finally knows the truth.
And that's the story of the forgotten letter. What would you have done in Emma's place? Let us know in the comments. If you love this story, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more. This has been Echo's English Podcast. See you in the next episode.